Recently, This Is America and the World visited the Sultanate of Oman in the Middle East. Oman borders on Yemen, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. Qatar and Iran are also in the neighborhood. Oman is a safe country at peace with its neighbors and itself. Oman is fast becoming the latest tourist destination discovery. The country's Ministry of Tourism is actively promoting the country and has partnered with Oman Air to connect Oman to and from the major cities throughout the world. The country is safe and friendly, and you owe it to yourself to pay a visit. This is America visits Oman. This is America and the World is brought to you by Japan. History, hospitality, and advanced technology, sharing tomorrow. The Republic of Haiti. The League of Arab States. The Sultanate of Oman. The Rotendaro Family Trust, the Forerunner Foundation, dedicated to forward-thinking public policy, and the Embassy Series, uniting people through musical diplomacy, presenting international artists in diplomatic settings. The general manager of the Grand Hyatt Hotel, Paul Murphy, knows the hospitality business of the Gulf countries. Now he's discovered Oman and he's thrilled to be there. He sings the praises of Oman as a tourist destination and the friendliness of the Omani people. The Grand Hyatt is really grand.
The Grand Hyatt Muscat is certainly grand. 20 years we've been operating now. May of this year we opened 20 years ago, so we've been celebrating this year. 20 years in the hospitality industry in Oman. It was one of the first international hotels in Oman, owned by a local family, and 280 rooms, 7 or 8 great restaurants and dining rooms, which I hope, Dennis, you've had the opportunity to enjoy.
A couple of them
you
so
have.
far.
Fantastic. And of course, we're only 5 minutes from the city centre as well.
How about Oman as a tourist destination? Talk a little bit about tourism here.
Well, you know, Dennis, it's one of the great kept secrets. It really is a great destination. It's not mass volume in regards to the tourist industry. Like we have Dubai, we have Abu Dhabi, we even have Doha, Qatar, of course, with the World coming up in a few years' time.
Yes.
But Oman really is for those people who just want something a little bit different. Low key, somewhere to come and relax. The natural beauty around is amazing. The coastline, the beaches, the wadis, which are the creeks, the mountains, the history, and of course the local people. You won't find in this part of the world a friendlier group of people. They are so welcoming, so warm, and they just want to share their beautiful beauty with us.
If someone were coming to Muscat for just a few days,
yes,
what would you have them see?
Well, I would have 2 days in the city here, probably a day to enjoy the beach and relax. Then I would suggest that they need to go to the mosque, which is a beautiful building, and inside the interior and the carpet and the chandelier. Then to the bazaar in the old town. And then I would take them out to the wadis and up to the mountains, to Nizwa, which is about a 3-hour drive away. Some wonderful scenery up there. And then back down here, dinner with us one night, maybe at the grill house, which is our grill, outside on the terrace overlooking the ocean.
Lovely.
And then a bit of shopping, and that would be it.
You might have a favorite story about the friendliness of the Omani people. Do you have a favorite story?
Well, Dennis, you haven't given me much warning here.
No,
but
I didn't.
We often get people leave their phones in taxis or in the hotel.
Okay.
And even last week I had a gentleman who was at the airport about to board a flight back to, I think he was going to Paris with Oman Air. And he had contacted security at the airport and said that he'd lost his phone and he thinked he'd left it at the hotel in the lobby as he was checking out. So we got the phone call. Sure enough, we had his phone. We arranged for a driver to drive out to the airport, and he was waiting for us before he boarded his flight, and he said that this would just not happen in most parts of the world.
Absolutely.
You lose your phone, you've lost your phone.
That's right. You've lost your life.
You lost your life. Exactly.
One of the guys on the cruise said that somebody left a wallet or some money in a taxi, and it was delivered back to him at the hotel.
Often reported. Look, and I think this is just the core of Oman. You know, the people are so humble, so honest, so friendly. This is really the last bastion of what we know as the Persian Gulf.
I thank you for your hospitality. I thank you for the graciousness of your staff. They are absolutely spectacular, and they'll go to the wall for you. Anything you need, they'll take care of. Just a great time to visit with you, Paul. Thank you so much, and thank you for telling us a little bit about the hotel and also about the importance of tourism to Oman. A wonderful destination, huh?
Good. Dennis, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For a first-time visitor to Oman, a must-visit is the famous and historic Muttrah Souq. Tourists and locals come together to experience the flavor and energy of the country and, of course, to shop. The owner of Aladdin City enthusiastically told us about the souk. Muttrah Souq.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the
If
history.
you see Muttrah Souq is first souk in Oman. For starting business also in Muttrah Souq, because closing with Sultan's house is also for transit, is for shipping business, also starting in here in Muttrah Souq. Because the first souk I'm thinking is about more than 300-400 years before.
How long?
About more than 300 years, because it's the first, as you see, is a Portuguese flag, is a fort in here, Jalali and Mirani fort. About how many years before? 16th century, 17th century. That time it was Muttrah in here. It's business area because it was in here.
So this was the
Yeah,
seaport?
because it's business, because with sea, closing with sea, your business area was in Oman is here. Because all closing with sea, people is going traveling and going and coming also in here.
So if we look out at the water, what body of water is that?
Because before
Is that the Gulf?
It's for also Gulf, and also you can see before is life is not like now. Life before you can see is completely was different, but now it still is Muttrah Souq, same place, not changes. And Muscat all time also was a souk in Muttrah, but is also that one is a main souk in Oman. I'm thinking is going main souk here, and Nizwa is because it's going main souk is for business. All time people is traveling. Because going in Sur is coming.
So this was the trading place?
Trading place, yeah.
This was the
if you
trading
come in
place.
Oman, if you're not coming in Muttrah Souq, you not see anything about Oman.
This is the number
because
one.
it's a main souk in Oman.
This is
it's
the
a
number
main
one.
souk, yeah, it's a Muttrah Souq, you're going to see another one. But it's here is all anybody coming in Oman, you need coming in Muttrah Souq.
I see Aladdin City.
Yeah, because my famous name is my grandfather was his tell for me, you making business is like it's Aladdin, making big business because it's coming genie, is making for you more and more, making your business is more. Same that time keep it for my shop name also.
How old is the shop?
The shop is I'm studying with before was father. I'm studying about is more than 19 years. I'm do it. Before was my father. About is more 35, 37 years was my father. For myself now alone is about is 19 years.
Always in the souk?
Yeah, same souk, same thing, everything. But before it was smaller. Now it's making a little bit bigger. The creation a little bit it changes, but it's same thing, same everything. It's also is Omani heritage.
You in a good spot here, huh?
Yeah, because what that one is also for my how many years here is because also I'm closing with my brother because also my brother is here opposite me. Also I'm in here.
Your brother has a shop
Yeah,
as well?
also opposite from me because it's
Up on the other side?
Yeah, other side also because together two brothers together is control.
You own the area here.
Alhamdulillah.
So tell me some of the kinds of things that you sell in the shop.
I'm selling mostly for heritage. Omani is jewelry for Oman, a handicraft for Oman, is all the book, all the map, and any what is collection with Oman. Most all item for Oman is most handicraft for Oman.
Handicraft
Yeah,
from Oman.
Most is for Oman, and some pieces for all Islamic, and some is all these different countries. But most famous is for me is in Oman.
I was picking up some of the jewelry, and the artwork is very delicate, Islamic.
Yeah, because it's Islamic, you can see the working is a very final work. Because Oman, with closing a long time, is closing with all these, with Basra, is also with these, all these countries, Ottoman countries, and that you can see more details is Islamic, and Oman is designing, also closing is looking same.
Beautiful design.
You're welcome.
You have a khanjar as
It's
well?
a dagger because it's
the dagger.
Yeah, it's Omani khanjar. It's Omani khanjar because any village to village is different shape, different designing. You can tell it's half Saidi khanjar for royal family. It's half it's different Suri khanjar. It's coming for the far south Oman, the Salala, Jabalian khanjar. Also is looking a little bit different, but all is khanjar is more famous in Oman. Any time you're going in a wedding, if you're going in a party, you like is going with any ministry you're meeting, you need using this one with the stick.
So it's a ceremonial.
Yeah, it's dagger. You can't see it because it's anywhere you're going, is in a party time, you need using is that dagger, is khanjar.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll go inside?
Most
Yes?
welcome.
A direct flight from the United States to Oman is still in the future. However, a change of planes in the Middle East, Europe, or Asia is well worth the effort and should find you on Oman Air. In our visit to the new Muscat airport, we had a chance to say hello to the airline's CEO, who is running to catch a plane himself. I spoke with the advisor to the CEO's office. When does Oman Air come into the picture?
Oman Air started in 1993 as a flag carrier of the Sultanate of Oman, and it's an airline with a 4-star by Skytrax since 2011, and we are maintaining that as well. It has been there since 1993, which is 25 years ago, and we are growing massively, I would say, and contributing into the economy of this country. And Muscat being a hub, or trying to make Muscat as a hub for the traffic in the Middle East, an important hub in fact, that will support the industry, the commerce, and the tourism sectors as well.
So Muscat, of course, is the capital city.
Definitely, yes.
So what are the major cities, major countries, I would say, that you're servicing right now with Oman Air?
To name some major destinations, I would say in Europe, we have London, Paris, Frankfurt, Munich, Milan, Zurich. And in the Far East, we have Bangkok, which is a famous destination for all the tourists. We have Kuala Lumpur, Philippines. Indian subcontinent, we cover around 11 points in India, all the major cities. And Sri Lanka, we cover Colombo, the Maldives. And when it comes to the Middle East, we are operating to the Egypt, Cairo, and we have Jordan, Amman.
Wow, so it's very extensive.
We cover all over the Gulf countries, the GCC.
Is it a government airline?
Yes, indeed, it's owned by the government of Sultanate of Oman.
And so they have some subsidies for the airline?
Not really.
Not really?
No. The airline is owned by the government, but it's operating purely on the commercial basis. Yeah.
Successful so far?
So far, we are doing great job and very well known in the world. I believe when we introduced our long haul or the wide body aircrafts, we were the first airline on the wide body operation having the internet and the mobile telephony. So we feel so proud of that, despite being young in the aviation industry.
So let's talk a little bit about the airport itself. It's absolutely stunning. Stunning, the design, the architecture, the engineering feat of just building this massive, I'm going to say massive airport, but yet it feels very comfortable and very cozy at the same time.
The infrastructure looks so big, but within or inside the airport itself, within the terminal, It's so cozy. People are flow seamlessly in a way. Yeah, and it had lots of extra features actually that helped us as Oman Air in order to serve our guests in a better way. We have our own dedicated counters for the first and business as well as the economy class. So that has given an added value to our guests who are traveling with Oman Air. And of course the airport has all the latest state-of-art facilities. You call it the duty-free, the branded shops. You have the lounges as the one we are sitting in now. And we have some other lounges as well being served for the other airlines. This is only exclusively for Oman Air.
Passenger traffic, is that building over a period of time?
Yes, of course. For Oman Air, last year we carried over 8 million guests all over our network. And the expected number for 2018, by end of the year, hopefully it's going to be over 9 million. So we're talking an increase, or the expected increase of 12%. And of course the airport capacity is up to 15 million, I believe, as a phase one. A traveler to Oman, being a tourist or on a business or a worker, will never feel that he's being treated differently than we treat ourselves as Omanis. We feel proud of ourselves as an Omanis, and the airline which I am working for, we again, all of us as an employees feel proud of it because it's a pride of Oman. We are the ambassador of Oman around the world. Not only to the destinations we fly to, we also participate into lots of major travel industry exhibitions, showcasing the country as well as the airline. And we have a very close coordination with the Ministry of Tourism to complement each other. Whether it is they are going on the mission or us, it's the same mission, trying to bring more and more people to visit Oman as a country, to explore the beauty and the secrets we have here.
Terrific, Doctor. Thank you so much
My
for your
pleasure.
hospitality
My pleasure.
and for this wonderful conversation.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity once again.
An overnight desert stay should be at the top of your list of things to do during a visit to Oman. After a long day of travel, we arrived at our campsite just in time to see the Oryx and get our spot on the dunes to watch the sunset. Later that evening, just like in the movies, I sat at a campfire and talked with one of Oman's most well-known tour leaders.
First of all, I would like to welcome you to my country.
What a wonderful country, huh?
I'm happy to hear that. We are in Oman. Oman is a very unique country for tourism.
How so? How so?
Because if you just take and you try to make like a conclusion why it is unique, Oman is a very safe country. And there is another reason, which is, it comes the second reason after safe, which is people.
Yeah.
Hospitality. Because today when you go to in Oman anywhere, people likes to help, like to support. First of all, when you come to the airport, and especially when you come to the airport, as it's a first impression. When you meet the first local people, you will find them smiling. That gives you, as a tourist, that gives you a very positive impression about the country. The country has other unique things, which is the country has several things in one country.
How so?
We have the seaside, we have the desert, we have the mountains, and we have the history, and all of that in one country.
Natural beauty. Huh?
Natural beauty, but we have something which I don't think you could find it anywhere in the world. We are the only country, I think, as far as my experience as a tour guide, we are the only country which comes, the desert comes to the seaside, exactly. So while if you are doing a desert crossing, after 5 or 6 hours you are doing a desert crossing, suddenly you will jump over dunes and you will find yourself on the beach.
Yeah.
Which this is, you cannot find it anywhere.
The desert stay, an overnight stay. But living in the desert goes back hundreds and thousands of years, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me.
People used to live in the desert. In fact, there are people still living in the desert. and they run their own life, very daily routines life. They are not looking for modernity or something. And today when you go rounds and you do a desert crossing in Oman, you still meet with those people are still living in the desert. And you get surprised how those people run their life. But in fact, they are running it very smooth, very easy. And if we want to make it more specific, they are in a very health condition.
Ah,
Yeah.
how do they make their living?
Very easy. That's a human nature. Always a human people can live wherever they can stay.
But
And
what's their work?
in fact, they are most of them with camels and goats. So they sell camel, they sell goats, and they just try to make trading, small tradings with camel milks and goats milks and meat. And they got money and they buy their things.
So here we are doing an overnight stay
Yeah.
in the desert
Yeah,
at the wonderful camp.
thank you very much.
Are there many camps like this do you call it a camp?
Yeah, we call it a camp, in fact.
Uh-huh.
There are several camps here in this region, but with different strategy, with different styles. And this camp, when this camp started, as I say, in 2001, it doesn't look like this.
It doesn't look like
Yeah,
this. How so?
it was very, very basic camp.
Uh-huh.
But because of the tourism needs, we have to develop the camp according to the needs of tourism and development. So slowly, we try to develop the camp and convert it to slightly modern camp with the normal nature. So today, if you look to the camp from outside, it's a culture camp. But if you go inside the room, you feel that you are in a very modern room
Yes.
and very relaxed room.
But no television.
No television.
Good.
We in fact focus not to put a television in the camp because we want the people to practice their stay in the desert.
Now, how do you mean?
So if they have a television, they will not have any difference between what they have in their house and what they have outside. Here, they could stay outside and just there is a bonfire. They could sit on the other bonfire watching the stars. It gives them another atmosphere or a special atmosphere. Let them to have a very good experience and which is something stay in their mind.
I know I put you on the spot right now, but tell a story that might come to your mind about maybe a tourist was in trouble or had lost something or some problem came up and some Omani came along and helped out.
Well, I have a lot.
Pick one out of the air. Pick one
I
out of
have
the
a
air.
lot really.
Huh?
We used to have, one day we were going on tour and I was guiding a couple of cars with me.
Uh-huh.
And then we find suddenly two, a husband and wife, fall down on a bike because they are coming on tourists on a bicycle.
Uh-huh.
And when we stopped to them, they said, there are 5 people already stopped to help us.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, so that's how the Omani.
That's the spirit.
Yeah,
huh?
that's the spirit.
That's
of
the
it.
spirit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pleasure to
Thank
meet
you
you.
for our conversation.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The natural beauty of Oman can be seen in some pretty unique places. About an hour's drive from the capital city of Muscat is a massive sinkhole. Yes, sinkhole, filled with some of the most crystal clear blue water you'll ever see. It's the centerpiece of a park where tourists and families come together to socialize, play, swim, and watch teenagers making a little extra money with daredevil jumps. The sinkhole is 130 feet wide and 60 feet deep, and local legend claims it was created when a meteorite fell to Earth. The park is aptly named the Falling Star Park. It's just another example of the countless and unforgettable sights of nature you'll experience in a visit to Oman. Special thanks to the Grand Hyatt Hotel, the Crown Plaza, the Arabian Oryx Camp, the Anantara Al Jabal Al Akhdar Resort, and Oman Air. For information about This Is America in the World, visit our website, thisisamerica.net, or our YouTube channel, This Is America TV, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. This Is America in the World is brought to you by Japan, history, hospitality, and advanced technology, sharing tomorrow. The Republic of Haiti. The League of Arab States. The Sultanate of Oman. The Rotendaro Family Trust. The Forerunner Foundation, dedicated to forward-thinking public policy. And the Embassy Series, uniting people through musical diplomacy, presenting international artists in diplomatic settings.